Hi and welcome. I'm going to play the Minuet in C by William Duncombe. It's on the ABRSM Grade 1 syllabus for 2019 and 2020. It's piece A2, and it's also on the RCM syllabus level 1. I'm going to play it first of all, perform it as you would in the exam without the repeats, and then I'm going to talk you through some of the things I'm thinking about. And this video comes with best wishes to James, who I know is learning this piece. Good luck with it, James. I hope you are enjoying studying it as much as I am too. So here we go. Okay, now let's go through it nice and slowly. I think I'm going to go hands together and I'll talk you through as we go. I was playing it at about the right speed, I think, there. I set my metronome just before I pressed play on the record, so I had that beat sort of in my head. And a minuet is always in 3/4 time. There's always 3 beats in the bar. A minuet is a dance for 2 people. But I'm certainly hearing, as the notes in the booklet tell us, I'm hearing trumpets and a sort of fanfare sound, especially at the start there. So it needs to be nice and loud and confident, really get the examiner's attention with this piece. And I like to put the second finger on that E because ultimately our hand is going to head up there in a minute. So why be there when I could be there, that much further up that way? And also, if we look at the fingering in bar 19, we're going to want to put a 4th finger on the G at the top. So again, second finger on the E at the start. There it is. And I'm going slower now. Swap of fingers. And all the time holding on to these left-hand dotted minims for their full 3 beats to support the tune bit, the fanfare bit, the trumpety bit at the top. And then we've got a contrasting section. That is piano. So take the dynamics right down straight away to a much softer level. And did you notice that my left hand there isn't playing? I'm not trying to be a cello and super legato and joined up. Sorry, cellos of course can play not legato, but I'm not doing that. Instead, I'm just separating the notes slightly. I wouldn't call it really staccato, although I suppose it technically is, but just slight separation between those notes. And I'm taking care to make sure that the right hand, I am linking up those notes that are slurred together. And the other notes, less so. Does that make sense? And at the end there, we've got this huge leap. And it's really difficult, especially because we've got to find a chord of C major, isn't it, I think, there. And that is difficult, so I would definitely drill that a bit from the beginning of the line. Practice that. Perhaps even just practice going from the E. Now I can do it. Perhaps start with I made it. Get the flow of that. And then I'd go from the beginning of the line and try and get that one sorted. Another good way of practicing it is to say, can I do 5 times in a row? 1, 2, Oh, back to beginning. 1, 2, oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a good one to get right. Ah, made it. Drill things like that. Let's move on to this second section now. Again, quite fanfare and bold. And I love that left hand heading down a C chord, isn't it? And hold on to the C at the bottom whilst I play that phrase. Hold on to the G while I play that little scaly bit. You know what I was going to say there. And can you see what chords are going on there? I think it starts with a C chord. There's a C chord stuff going on. Then a G chord stuff for 2 bars. Then back to C chord. Then back to G chord. I wonder if we could memorise that bit. I'll leave that with you. And then we're back to the material from the beginning, aren't we? Nice and loudly. Second finger on that E, because we want the 4th finger on there. I leap up to the C, and then, just as we did before, tuck down to nice and quiet. And hopefully, it's always a bit worrying, isn't it, when you've got a scary bit at the very end of a piece. And that leap to that chord, it's happening again there, the very last thing we do. And we want that to be reliable and precise. So do drill that jump down to that C chord. That's a tricky bit. I hope you enjoy studying this piece too. It's great fun to play, very rewarding. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to come back to me. Bye-bye for now.